Hello and welcome to Friendship Buzz. You're watching your favorite literary gossip show where we spill the stories behind the most inspiring friendships in Southeast Asian literature. I am Fadil, your host for today.
And I'm Putra, your co-host for today's special episode. Today, we're going to deep dive into the hidden bonds, unspoken loyalty, and endless hope found in Indonesian literature.
Exactly. Friendship is not just about having fun together. It's about loyalty, trust, and the kind of hope that keep us strong through hard times. And that's what makes our topic today so powerful.
That's right, from poems that describe friendship as a journey through the motions, to short stories that teach forgiveness and love, and even the film that celebrates unity and dreams. That is, Indonesian literature has it all.
Speaking of that, we'll be looking at 4 beautiful poems, 2 short stories, and 1 amazing film. All of them show how friendship can shape who we are and how we see the world.
That's right, folks. We're not only talking about ordinary friends, we're talking about the loyal, heart-touching, and tear-jerking kind of friendship that stays in the heart forever.
Coming up, we'll uncover the stories behind famous works like Kawanku dan Aku by Khairil Anwar and the heartwarming short story Sahabat Selamat.
And don't miss out on our final segment where we'll talk about the iconic film Laskar Pelangi, a story that proves how friendship and education can change lives.
So stay tuned because this is not just a show, it's a celebration of loyalty, hope, and the power of true friendship. So, you are watching Friendship Buzz.
So, Fadil, have you seen what's interesting in Indonesian literary work this week?
Oh yes, totally. It's all about friendship poetry. Readers online are obsessed with poems that talk about loyalty, love, and unbreakable bonds between friends.
Exactly. One of the most top ones is Kawanku dan Aku by Khairil Anwar. And it's not a powerful poem, but it shows how friendship can survive even in pain.
Right. It's like when you and your friend go through something difficult, but you still stick together. In the poem, 2 friends walk through the night together. Even when everything feels lost, that's loyalty at its deepest level.
And it's beautifully written too. Khairil Anwar uses simple words but powerful emotions. The friendship feels real because it's not perfect. It's full of struggle and hope.
Yes, and speaking of hope, there's another one that people love. Arti Sahabat by Joy Rema Kamarudin. That hope feels lighter, right?
Totally! It's like reading a thank you letter to your best friend. The poet says, even when distance separates us, our hearts remain united. It's a reminder that friendship can stay strong no matter how far apart people are.
I love that line. It shows hope and trust that no distance can break real connection.
Now, another poem that's getting a lot of attention is Tentang Sahabat by Fatmawati Baharudin. It's full of emotions, talking about friends who share both laughter and sadness.
Exactly. That one feels very sincere. It's about being patient, forgiving, and staying strong together. I think it reflects Indonesian values like gotong royong and setia kawan, helping and standing by each other.
And then we have Sahabat Pilihan by Sri Suhartina, which I think is most spiritual of them all.
Yes, that one really touches the heart. The poet describes a friend as someone chosen by destiny who comes into your life to bring peace. It's calm and full of gratitude.
So true, so true. I love the line, distance is not a barrier, as long as a prayer rises in the sky of hope. That's such a beautiful way of showing loyalty and hope together.
Exactly. This poem shows that friendship in Indonesian literature isn't just about fun or togetherness, it's also about emotional honesty, faith, and resilience.
I know, right? It's almost like these people, these poets, were the original influencers of friendship before social media ever existed.
That's so true. Their words are timeless and they remind us that friendship, loyalty, and hope are values that never go out of style.
Alright, next up, we're moving from poems to short stories. The more dramatic video side of friendship you're going to want. Issues for this one.
Alright, coming up after the break, our reporters Zati and Shazwani will share two touching friendship stories, one about forgiveness and one about loss. So stay tuned. You're watching Friendship Buzz.
Hello everyone, this is Zati reporting from Bahau, and today I'll be sharing a touching friendship story that has captured everyone's heart. So the story is titled Sahabat Selamanya, written by Aisyah Sabila Rizki Zaharia Hakim. So this short story tells us about two friends, which is Audrey and Florida, who study together at SMPN 11 at Medan. So they couldn't be more different because Audrey is kind and patient, while Flo, as a best friend called her, is rebellious and sometimes rude. But despite their differences, Audrey never give up on her. So what makes this story powerful is that it shows that real friendship is not about perfection, it's about acceptance and forgiveness. So even when Flo get into trouble and suspended from the school, Audrey continues to believe that she can change. So at the end she does. Flo realized her mistake and apologized sincerely, and her friends become even stronger than before. This story reminds us that loyalty means staying when things get hard. Audrey's patience and forgiveness shows that the meaning of being true friends. It's easy to walk away when people change, but Audrey teaches to stay and to believe in people. There's also a strong message of hope in this story. Even when Flo is suspended and feel lost, Audrey's kindness becomes a light that helps her find her way again. It shows that the friendship can inspire change even when everything feels broken. Sahabat selamanya truly represent Indonesian values like ketulusan hati or sincerity of heart. And gotong royong, the spirit of supporting one another. The story captures what loyalty and hope really look like in everyday life. So, to all friends out there watching, maybe this story is a little reminder to appreciate your best friend, to forgive more, and never to lose hope in people you are care about. So, this is Zati reporting from Bahau for Friendship Buzz, where friendship stories come to life.
Hello everyone, this is Shazwani reporting from Perak. In this segment, I will be sharing a story that teaches us how friendship can remain alive even after goodbye. The story is titled Sahabatku Pergi, written by Jiva Fitri Fadila. This story follows a group of close friends, Sherin, Lala, Nata, Bunga, Shania, and Renal, who share many happy memories together at SMP Harapan in Jakarta. Their friendship is filled with laughter, support, and care for one another. Among them, Shania is known as the most cheerful and loving friend, but one day, everything changed when Shania suddenly faints and is taken to the hospital. Their diagnosis reveals that she has severe anemia, and despite everyone's prayers and hope, she passed away. Even though this story ends with loss, it leaves behind a very strong message about loyalty and hope. Sherin and her friends do not let grief distract them. Instead, they hold on to the friendship through memories, love, and prayer. They show that the real friendship does not end with death. It continues to live in the life of the heart of those who remember. One of the most emotional part is when the group gathers to talk about Shania after her passing. They comfort each other, sharing tears but also smiles, remembering her kindness, and this shows that how loyalty in friendship is not just about being together physically, but about keeping the bond alive spiritually. The story also carries a message of hope. Even when the characters lost their friends, they learn to move forward with strength inspired by her memory. It tells us that friendship can help us heal, and that remembering someone with love keeps their presence alive forever. In a broader sense, Sahabat Ku Pergi represent Indonesia's value of empathy, unity, and faith. The friends share prayers and togetherness reflect the spirit of Setikawan and Gotong Royong, showing that true friendship is not only emotional but also spiritual. This story reminds us that friendship can be both beautiful and painful, but even in a loss, there is a hope. As long as we cherish the memories, friendship will always live on. This is Shazwani reporting from Perak for Friendship Buzz, reminding you that the real friends never truly leave. They stay forever in our hearts. Bye!
Hi and welcome back to Friendship Buzz. I'm Tasha.
And I'm Ain. So today we will be talking about one of the most Indonesia's beloved films, which is Laskar Pelangi, and is directed by Riri Riza.
Yes, and this film has touched the heart of millions. Not only because of its story about education, but it's also because of the beautiful friendship between the children of Belitung.
Exactly, and it's about 10 children from a poor village who struggle to keep their school open. But what's special is how their friendship gives them strength to face poverty and inequality. Together, they form Laskar Pelangi, or we call the Rainbow Troops, which symbolizes unity, diversity, and hope.
I love how the film shows that friendship can make even the hardest moment feel lighter. The children laugh, study, and dream together, even when they have nothing. That's the true loyalty and perseverance of friendship.
Yes, and I think one of the most powerful friendships is between Ikal and Lintang. And despite all the hardships, they never give up on learning on each other. Lintang will cycle miles just to reach schools, and Ikal will always wait for him. And that's a very pure loyalty.
Yeah, I agree. It is such a touching reminder that friendship means showing up for each other, no matter what. And what makes it even more beautiful is how their friendship represents hopes. That rainbow in Laskar Pelangi, like a symbol of optimism, like that's even after the storm, there is always light.
That's so true, and I think the film also reflects Indonesian values like Gotong Royong, which means they are helping each other, and Semangat Setikawan, which means in English, faithful friendship. And you can see how they always work together, like sharing their food, and they also motivated one to another.
Yes, and even with their teachers also, which are Bu Muslima and Pak Harfan, it shows that friendship doesn't just like exist among students, but it's also about mutual respect, compassion, and also dedication to share purpose to the friendship, society, and others.
Exactly. So, what I love the most is how the film gives us hope. Even though they face poverty, but they never stop believing in education and in each other. So, it's the perfect example of friendship that inspires change. You know, it kind of reminds me all days that when we used to walk to class under the hot sign, but still hide because our friends were with us. And for me, friendship really does make everything feel lighter, even in hardship.
Yes, so if you ever feel like giving up, just remember the kids of Laskar Pelangi. Their friendship shows that loyalty keeps us together and hope pushes us forward. Honestly, if they can stay strong through storm, floods, and Pak Harfan's motivational speeches at 7 a.m., then surely we can survive our assignments and group projects too.
And that's why Laskar Pelangi is one of the Indonesia's films that has meaningful moments. And it is because it reminds us that friendship can change lives, and it also reminds us that sometimes the smallest act of kindness, such as sharing food, waiting for a friend, or helping someone study also, it can leave the biggest impact. People say that simple, but it's also powerful act of kindness.
Okay, and that's the end of our segment. So you're watching Friendship Buzz, where stories of friendship shine bright.
And also don't forget that good friendships are the real rainbow after the storm, even if some of them are the storm. Bye!
And that brings us to the end of today's Friendship Buzz. What a journey it's been discovering how friendship, loyalty, and hope appear so beautifully in Indonesian literature. Exactly! From the poem that express gratitude and patience to the short stories that teach forgiveness and remembrance, and finally to Laskar Pelangi, where friendship turns hardships into hope. All these works remind us that friendship is not always easy, but it's always worth it. True loyalty means staying when times get tough, and real hope means believing that better days will come. Yes, and I think that the main lessons from everything we shared today is friendship is what keeps us human, strong and connected. It's about sincerity, empathy, and standing together no matter the distance. So to everyone watching, thank you for joining us on this special episode. Take a moment today to appreciate your friends, to forgive, and to stay loyal even in silence. Because every friendship, just like every story we've discussed, begins with kindness and ends with hope. And that's all from us here at Friendship Buzz. I am Fadil.
And I am Putra.
Thank you for watching Friendship Buzz, the hidden bonds in Indonesian literature.